Mr. Hormoz Faryar, I'm very honored to have you here. Thank you for your time. And we are, for the audience who are watching us right now, we are with Mr. Hormoz Faryar, the Managing Director of ATFX Connect, which brings me to my first question. How do you exactly separate ATFX and ATFX Connect?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for the invite here to speak to your audience. So ATFX Connect and ATFX are two separate brands within the same company. ATFX is for the retail audience, for individuals who want to trade in the market. And ATFX Connect, which I'm the managing director for in Dubai, is for institutional clients who are B2B clients who trade with each other, non-individuals. That's what the ATFX Connect brand is.
So that actually brings me to my second question. You have made a humongous success around the world, and I just want to know what do you know the secret of whatever you've done, whatever you've achieved so far? How do you do that?
Yeah, so it's a kind of short story in a way. We started 9 years ago. Jolie, our founder, set up the company. He had huge experience from previous jobs. He hired a lot of the key people. He managed to penetrate the key markets early on, specific markets in Asia, Middle East, even Latin America, and just grew from there.
The industry is so competitive. It's super competitive, to be exact. How do you manage to stay on top of your game?
Yeah, it's competitive. And I think we have this, there's so many teams that have to work well. We have a very good HR, very good marketing team, management team, well capitalized. There's so many things needed. And it might look easy, from outside. Before I joined ATFX, it looked easy to do this, but inside you can see everyone's working long hours, very hard, they're having fun. I always say you just have to be a little bit better than everybody else and you will be above average, and then you start getting a lot of clients. So let's say we're above average, clearly. And therefore we are winning a lot of clients and our clients are happy. And we build trust in the market. So I think our chairman, Jolie, he always talks about being a trusted brand and people trusting you as a person, as a brand in a company. And that's what we try to do.
You know that you talk about that little above the average part. How do you find that edge?
How do you find
that edge?
Yeah, I think a lot of people say, we have to listen to our clients and see what they need. So very classic stuff like in sales, for example, you have to listen more than you talk. A lot of people think sales is about selling and selling. And it's about receiving information. And, we're good at tailor-making offers to our clients. So a lot of our clients get what they need. And we keep investing in technology and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that go into getting that edge.
Going on from listening, I know that you work closely with a lot of regions in this industry. Have you lately noticed or ever noticed any kind of shifts in interests or basically needs of any of these clients?
Yeah, over the last few years, we see a lot of changes suddenly. Right now in the market, everyone in this market right now, maybe 70-80% of the whole market is trading gold. A few years ago, it wasn't like that.
Comes back to gold.
But a few years ago, it wasn't like that. A few years ago, euro-dollar was by far the biggest. Gold wasn't that big. So things are changing. And it wouldn't surprise me if in 10 years, gold is not the biggest at all and we don't talk about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it can be. It can easily be that for 5 years, something else, maybe Bitcoin, maybe oil, maybe something else is more important.
If you had to choose one, would you say Bitcoin?
Yeah, Bitcoin looks like that's the kind of thing that could happen, but I don't think so because Bitcoin doesn't have a return. It's just something you hold. It's more like an artwork for me. But like oil, there's a lot of things that could be there. Maybe it's very hard to say which one it will be. It could be stocks, it could be oil, it could be indices. It could be euro-dollar, it could be some currencies.
With the recent developments from the federal government being shut down, I've seen the stocks acting up very, very precisely better than I expected. And I wouldn't think of stocks as the next, basically chosen one. But now that you mention it, it makes sense.
Yeah, maybe stocks, stocks are going to be difficult to say because there are many different indices. So if you add them all up, maybe they're not far off gold already. So we know that, if gold is only drops down to 40% of our volume, maybe the other 40% is indices and stocks, then already it's equal. So I think stocks it could be stocks in total. But maybe currencies again. Currencies were huge before.
I would have a long conversation with you on that, but this is not the topic right now because I have lost my basically trust in currency and paper money. But anyways, coming back to gold, how do you think brokerage companies could find ways to protect their newcomers, their clients, their less experienced clients from the volatile markets of gold?
Yeah, so my department, we don't deal with inexperienced clients. We only deal with institutional clients who know the market better than us or as good as us. So we only trade with other brokers and other banks, etc. But our retail department, they have a lot of educational things for retail clients. And they have a lot of messaging out there, how to trade, how to be careful, how to protect yourself. That's one of our core things.
Yeah, you mentioned education. Knowing that half of your background comes from Iran, I don't think we receive a lot of education on financial markets or any kind of finance. How do you think we can help the next generation, the Z-comers, the alphas, to connect to this world better and make wiser decisions?
Yeah, so the question is, I would like to kind of almost know, are they worse than the previous generation when they were younger? And I'm not sure this generation is worse than the other generation, previous generation, in financial knowledge. I'm not sure. Maybe they are. What do you think? Do you think the new generation knows less than, let's say, previous generations in financial markets?
Well, I'm assuming yes, because financial markets have some certain depth, and that the kind of depth is something that you have to educate yourself on. And
you're right.
The attention span of the Gen Z doesn't have the potential.
You're right. Gen Z, they don't have the focus, attention span, and also the markets have become more complicated.
I mean, Web3, AI, so many more interesting things. Financial markets take time and dedication for someone to begin to understand them, and I don't think this is their only option. So I don't think they're their best.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of new mobile apps and things coming for Gen Z to learn more about trading. So I think they will find ways to learn easier.
Integrate them, maybe. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point, because I think technologies where these two generations could come together, knowing that AI has already by far entered the industry and has done some beautiful things here. How serious do you take AI in your business?
AI? Yeah, it's hugely important because I think, so the word AI is interesting. So AI is an extension of machine learning, and the machine's learning how to predict patterns and stuff has been there in the financial markets for many years. So I remember 15 years ago when I was working at Credit Suisse, it was already one of the banks in London. They already had a lot of machine learning and a lot of, you could say, AI stuff happening back then. So AI is just, I think, makes it easier for the masses to access a lot of the machine learning stuff. So AI has been with us. It's been with us maybe 20 years in our industry, and it's just becoming more accessible to the retail market, and that brings challenges. So it brings maybe some patterns within trading, but we have also a lot of AI-based tools that helps us monitor things. So, AI has just made everything, it's just modernization for me.
And it's been embedded in this industry for some time now. It's only coming to surface right now, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Other point that I wanted to mention is the fact that we all know how important partners are in industry that we're active currently in. How do you what kind of criteria do you have to choose your partners? What do you notice about them?
Partners, yeah. I mean, depends what kind of partners. You mean like sort of introducing growth in that part?
That you would have your name associated with.
Yeah, partners are interesting. So we historically we invest in some companies that we partner with. We've done that a few deals the last couple of years. They've been in the media. So if the partnership's so relevant, you should be able to almost think of it as something that we would invest in. So we've done a few of those partnerships, but then we have partners where we cannot invest in their company, but we are very close. If we could, we would invest in their company. There could be so many service providers that we think they are amazing, and we would love to invest in their business, but we don't have an.
Is that class of interest or?
No, it could be that maybe
they're just not
maybe the owner doesn't want to sell. Like maybe you guys, your company, maybe they don't want to sell. Maybe we would like to buy a share, but we can't.
But that was a very interesting point. Like if I'm partnering up with someone, I should be able to invest in them. I mean, like all in the business with them.
Yeah, a lot of our businesses, we invest in businesses. We invest in people who believe in an idea. We've done the, really good people in prop trading space, funded trader space, in South Africa, in other places. We've done investments, investing in the people, that's a partnership that is great to see. So for example, in South Africa, we have a company called Fortress Core. It's an amazing team in South Africa who does a lot of work and we invested in. And they're investment worthy. So when our management saw that opportunity, they were like, of course we would invest in this. So it's a good business to be with. And if they're willing to take it, then you do it.
How do you make these decisions? Is it like a gut feeling? I'm sure there are
No, they take a long time.
Tons of hours.
No, they look like, a decision was made and an announcement was made in the media. But no, it's each one of those deals, none of them are less than 3 to 6 months in the making, but all of them have years of knowledge of the person actually. So we know the people, so it's years in the making, but maybe 6 months, 3 to 6 months in the decision making.
How valuable do you find events like this, like Expo 2025 that we're currently in? How do you make sense of this? People gathering together, what good can come out of it?
It's incredible. This particular one is the best. It's the best in the world, maybe. This particular one in Dubai here in 2025 is one of the best we've ever seen. I think every year this one has been good. There's a few of these expos that are very good. Very efficient time to spend with so many clients. And, in 2 days in the office, you can do a certain amount of meeting clients, etc. Here in 2 days, you can do a huge amount of work.
All at once.
Yeah.
Well, our interview is coming to an end, but I would like to also ask you this. Looking into the future, looking ahead, what things do you see changing in the direction, in the strategy that you are taking currently?
So we have several more deals and products being done. I can't discuss exactly, the things, but we're doing things in various asset classes. There's plans. Even this week, there has been plans in the making. And new jurisdictions, new areas. We're setting up new entities. So there's a lot more angles we're opening up for ATFX Connect.
So there are changes coming, and I couldn't be more excited for this, Mr. Hormoz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Negar. Thank you so much.
I would love to have a conversation again with you sometime, but I know you're a very busy man, and I will end our talk here. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for the invite. Thank you.